What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a Bitcoin and cryptocurrency update video. Remember last time when we were talking here, Bitcoin was chilling right around this zone, around $50,000. We talked about the potential support coming in here and how this could be a bottom. Also following up on this bull flag right here, and you can notice that we broke out of the bull flag. We are technically we back tested it on some smaller time frames, but coming back in for the retest potentially again here of not only this line right here, but then this upward trending line that goes all the way back here since January. Um, we want to see this hold because we talked about if this breaks out and we fail here up at our $59,000 region or so to come back in for this retest and then see if we can break out of this pattern finally, this ascending triangle that started over here in February. So nothing's really changed from that perspective. A little recap though, we could do a flag pull measurement from the top to the bottom here, take it to our point of breakout, which is right here, and we're meeting our target up at like 75,000 or so. So we're going to keep an eye on that still as our upside target. For the downside target, we still talked about this zone. If we lose this upward trending line, let's say we come back down into our some supply right here and then we come back up, get rejected, that's when I would expect to retest down here in a little bit of a deeper level. And if you remember why this is important, we also said it's because we're going to call this to the top here. It's like in between the 0.5 and the 0.618 fib, a nice little retracement spot. It would also make Bitcoin fall about from top to bottom 35% or so. So normal day in Bitcoin, normal week in Bitcoin during the bull market phase of the cycle, and a little perspective about where we're at in the Bitcoin bull market cycle right now. Let me go ahead and zoom out here. We'll go like a monthly time frame and logarithmic. All right, so we got a couple bull markets here in front of us, and what I want to notice is the like little consolidation periods we have before the market finishes and have its final blow off top phase. And it's easier to spot when you look down here with the RSI as well, when it gets overbought for the first time at a really high above 90, preferably 95-ish range. And yeah, so you'll notice that Bitcoin finishes up when it's pretty much going straight up in the air. And I would argue that right now we're not necessarily already there yet because we have some months of consolidation here. You can kind of see them coming, how both these months here had fat wicks on the top, noting that there are some interested sellers up here. Nonetheless, each of these boxes, another key point to these is they are basically the bottoms of the next bear markets. You can notice how we're chilling out here. You know, this we'll call it like $30,000 to $60,000 region. Kind of like back in the day when Bitcoin was between like $2,000 and $4,000. That ended up bottoming out the next cycle over here, and both even during that COVID dip. And then same with over here when Bitcoin was in the early days trading between like 80 to like $200. Like the $200 region was the bottom of that next cycle too. So we still have a nice pump coming out of this region, but we could have our first red month coming up in this whole cycle here. We had a red month here. This has been 6 months, no red month yet. You know what I mean? It's been a little while. Over here, 6 months, first red month, maybe two. Depends which one we end up looking more like. We could consult some other charts for that. But some other developments that have happened since the last video. Let's take a look at Ethereum. Let's go back to our daily time frame. I like the log scale for Ethereum. No, I don't. That's right, we're up here now. Cool. Ethereum, looking good. We held our trend line support here. Ethereum actually did break out of its ascending triangle, and it did so without Bitcoin's help, and we'll talk about why that happened in a moment. But you can see Ethereum broke above its triangle, the ascending triangle, which we can measure from the top, again, to the bottom here. Breakout point puts us roughly around 2,600 bucks, maybe more, maybe like $3,000 target or so. We're currently back testing some support right now at 1,900 bucks. So similar to how we broke above the previous all-time high here, back tested as support, made higher highs now and higher lows. We're going to do something similar here. We're ideally back testing this as support right now. This could hold. If we lose it again, still come back down into this region and then maybe go higher. We'll keep updating on Ethereum. Ethereum is doing really good. It's carrying a lot of the altcoins right now. I think the biggest news of the day is by far XRP though. I honestly did not expect this fast, but we were ready for it. We talked about how after 50 cents, this confirmation above here was bullish. We wanted to hold this trend line and 50 cents here. We wanted to flirt with this 60-cent region. We came up to it, actually a couple days, battled it 1-2. On the third day, we broke above it. And then once we had that close, the highest daily close for a while since back here, and then all this region, and we've already zoomed out plenty of times back here. You know, we broke above that 80-cent last line in the sand I was trying to talk about. Once we broke above that, even on the daily time frame, we've already back tested that as support right there. But we flew all the way up to $1.11 on this exchange, Bitstamp. That is crazy. And notice right now we're currently holding critical support at 90 cents, 80 cents at this region. Honestly, XRP is really choppy. You can see it's going to be hard to call out really exact price points, but ranges, we got to hold 80 cents, and we want to watch how we play with this dollar region because it can get real fast. It'll remind you right here. This is the kind of price appreciation that can happen. You got to zoom out. This is the weekly time frame. These candles take a whole week to finish. So if you get caught up in this day to day, this seesaw action, you're gonna lose your mind. It's crazy. Let's look at Stellar. Still holding its uptrend above some previous resistance. Let's see right here. Boom. Still doing its thing. We had a little bounce since then. We already flirted with our highs again, so this trajectory is still intact. Watch this trend line. Still haven't fallen into it just yet. Cardano still in its bull flag right now. Hanging out, consolidating again, right at around its all-time high, kind of like Ethereum right now, getting ready to make its move. Bitcoin dominance though, this is why the altcoins have been moving, guys. We talked about how 62 was resistance many weeks once we broke below that. And now we were looking down here to test lower levels, 57. We did so. This was the big pump for Ethereum, XRP, all the major altcoins that we follow here. You see how we're back down to the mid 50s. Let's see us test our low 50s to give some more love to awesome coins like those. Otherwise, same thing. We could probably hang out for a little bit. Weeks. It takes weeks to play this out. This is a weekly time frame. I don't know. Is there anything else we want to talk about today? We did pretty good here. Little zoom through session. I didn't have to edit any of that. Yeah, I just like doing my homework with you guys. Keeps me calm. Shows you the work and the practice I put into understanding and zooming out how to remove emotion from all this stuff. We got to put into practice all the years of experience since back here of living through these 50% dumps and crazy pumps, more dumps, and now we're pumping again. You can get caught up really fast. And honestly, once you learn to remove your emotional bias and start focusing on what the facts and the charts are presenting, using indicators to help you make decisions, analyzing price action and candlesticks to understand where key support and resistance is and to maximize your entries and exits, that's what we're here to do. Follow me for more content. I post all the time on my Snapchat and my Instagram story. The links are in the description below. I appreciate you guys as always for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.